Two arguing before the trigger is pulled. The woman's gun pointed straight at him before she eventually shoots. I spoke to a witness by phone. We definitely want your account of what happened. Who says he's too afraid to do an interview but agreed to tell us what happened. He claims the woman in the video was telling the man she would shoot him. He snapped a photo of Bart's parked car. He says it was in an attempt to block the woman from parking. The man's daughter is devastated and wants to know how this could happen.
I just don't think anybody deserves to lose their life over a parking spot.
BSO did not arrest the woman. She is claiming she shot in self-defense. We made several public records requests for the incident report, but we're told the request is pending. A spokesperson for BSO sent us this statement when we followed up about a possible arrest. I have not received any updates. The case will be presented to the Broward County State Attorney's Office to determine if criminal charges will be filed.
It is Netta back at you with Black Lives Count. I hope you are all well, and I hope you are not celebrating on this day because we celebrated Juneteenth. We not celebrating this white man's lie of a holiday, okay? The 4th of July. So family, I want to talk about the shooting that occurred in Florida with the young lady, the black woman, who unalived the white man because of his whiteness, because that's what it was. He followed that woman relentlessly, and we know what he was doing. He was trying to intimidate her, and he felt like he had the right to put his hands on her because that's what he was building up to doing. And this is why he was following her around the parking lot, okay? Not around one car, not around 2 cars or 3 cars, but he followed her around multiple cars. So this woman, in fear of her life and safety, she had to do what she had to do. And a lot of the people that believe in the Second Amendment right, when it's being worked on black people, don't believe this, this was fair or right. It's very amazing how when we're expected as black people to walk away continuously, always walking away, but they're not expected to do that because, Zimmerman did the same thing to Trayvon Martin, okay? So did Metcalf. Austin Metcalf did the same thing to Carmelo Anthony. They pursued them. This is what he was doing. He pursued her. Recently I came across a story of she was 21 years old, black young woman who was pregnant, very pregnant. And a white man accosted her. He did the same thing. He followed this young lady around and she tried to get away, and he pursued her, and he was able to get up to her, and he put his hands on her, and he beat that little girl very badly. Okay? He got, I want to say, he's only was just recently sentenced although this happened almost 2 years ago, he only got, I believe, a few months. Like I want to say 8 or 9 months, something like that. See, they are given slap on the wrist. As you see Zimmerman, he was given it. As you see what happened with Rick Chow, he was given a slap on the wrist. As you see, except in the case of Austin Metcalf, they gave Carmelo Anthony 35 years for standing his ground and protecting himself, even though Texas and Florida, may I add, are stand your ground states. Family, what the message is supposed to be for black Americans is don't fight back, just let them beat you up. But that's not going to happen. We're not going to be violent unless we are met with violence. If you come at me with violence, I'm going to return the violence. And I'm not going to wait for you to get one up on me. I'm going to try to do exactly what that young woman did in Florida and send you to the upper room. Because time has come now that black Americans are not taking that bullshit. Keep your fucking hands to yourselves. Many of you white people don't believe, as my papa used to say, my daddy used to say, fat meat is greasy. Well, you're going to learn now that fat meat is greasy. See, unfortunately, our ancestors, they didn't have the power. They did fight back. They fought back now. Don't get it twisted. They did fight back. Many of them did, because there were many slave revolts. But see, they didn't want you to know that information. And when the Haitians say Haiti was the only one who fought back on white supremacy, that's a lie. Many black slaves in America revolted on those plantations. There were many people that got killed, but see, they squashed those stories because they didn't want the truth of that to come out. Just as now that they are trying to, make laws. The goalpost is moved every time it's a black person, but they want to make laws, enact laws and things like that. Well, when black people protect themselves, oh, it's outrageous. No, it's not outrageous. The same law that applies to them is going to apply to us whether they want to or not. Because let me tell you something. I'm not going to get out there and cause any problems for anybody. But if somebody tries to hurt me or mine while we're out there, I pray they won't. I'm going to protect us. That is my God-given right to protect myself. And the most thing is, this was a woman. This was a woman. They don't ask white men to back up when if somebody was approaching them. They don't ask that. They don't tell white men that they have to back up. You have to retreat. No, they don't have to retreat. Especially if it's a black person. It's usually the other way around, where the black person is trying to retreat and they're unarmed, and the white person is pursuing them and trying to unalive them. This is the way it's always been. But I guess there's a surprise now because black people want to protect themselves. White folks, come closer. We're going to protect ourselves by any means necessary. So don't get it twisted. We will protect ourselves. It's a shame. You guys have to learn, and you need to teach your children, because you don't teach your children to keep your hands to yourselves, to stop pursuing people, and that you don't control everyone. You can only control yourself. You have been led to believe that you control black people still in this day and age, and you don't. And what's going to happen is you're going to find out the hard way that you don't. Keep your hands to yourself and sit your ass down somewhere. It's ridiculous. But, it's unfortunate that no one should die over a parking spot. But no one should pursue someone over a parking spot. She got to that spot well before him. It was her right to park there, and he didn't like that. He felt like she should have given it up to him because he said so, because he's white and he said so. But it don't work like that. It does not work like that anymore. And y'all got to get that shit out y'all head. Or more you going to be in the same situation. You got to stop harassing people, putting your hands on people. Because I promise you, I'm not looking to do anything to anyone. But I'm not looking to let somebody do something to me either. See, gone are the days of black people, looking the other way, turning the other cheek. We did that too many times. And when we always did that, we were always hit in the other side. You understand? There's a certain demographic of people that you just got to get with them. You're going to have to just get with them. See, because a lot of white men feel like, they like to prey. They like to prey on what they think is the weaker demographic. So women and children. And so he was doing what white men do. And he was trying to prey on this woman. She looked to be like an elderly sister. And she was man her bit, and you can tell the woman was remorseful. She wasn't trying to kill him. She was just trying to stop him from killing her. And I understand. And I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she prevented him from killing her, because I think that's what he was trying to go and do. You just gotta keep your hands to yourselves. You can say whatever you want, because this is America, and freedom of speech is everybody's prerogative. But you cannot put your hands on black people because you feel you're right and you're right. You can't do it. It's not going to fly anymore. If y'all didn't learn that from the Alabama brawl, I don't know when and how you going to learn it. Same thing in that situation. They put their hands on that black brother, and he threw that hat up in the air. And black people came from everywhere. Stop fucking with us. I promise you, we're not going to put our hands on you first. We're just not going to do it. Y'all always talking about somebody chimping out. Look like y'all white chimping it out. Stop it. Grow up and be civilized and not savages. You act just like your ancestors, savages. All that graping and unaliving and everything that you do, just stop it. The world is tired of your shit. Trust and believe. All right, family. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what you think. What are your thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Should people be obliged to retreat because it's a white person? Peace, love, and blessings, brothers and sisters, and black power. Take care.